Let's see. 1,400 miles northeast. Pleased to kill you. Seriously serious! Dokkan red!
Alright Dokkanners, welcome back to another Dokkan for Dummies video. Today we have the first Dokkan Fest post Golden Week. The June Dokkan Fest is physical Mercenary Tao. Now what shocked a lot of people is Mercenary Tao actually got a teaser from the Dokkan Twitter. A lot of people thought it was going to be Daima, maybe Kid Goku, or even GT Goku, but nope, it's just Tao. Don't be scared, Tao comes with a couple fun gimmicks. First off, his leader skill, it's a new category, mission execution. Essentially anyone giving orders, anyone operating under someone's whims, people like the Gammas, Majin Buu, Glorio. So, Mercenary Tao leads mission execution or Earthbred fighters, Ki plus 3, HP plus 200%, and attack and defense plus 170%, plus an additional HP, attack and defense plus 50% if characters are also on Dragon Ball Seekers or Earthlings. Kinda semi-unique. Not a lot of the super top tier characters in the 220, but we'll see how this goes throughout the year. So for Tao's passive skill, Tao has an entrance animation that plays with another mission execution category ally on the team. With that condition satisfied, he will randomly change key spears of a certain type, physical excluded, to rainbow and stun all enemies for one turn. Now that's one time only, and he will get attack plus 100% and crit and damage reduction plus 50% the entire battle, which if you ask me is pretty good. Now for his basic effect, Tao comes with 2 key and attack defense plus 200%, a base damage reduction of 30%, meaning if you get his entrance, he has 80% damage reduction. On top of that, he has a medium chance to crit, meaning that he has a base 30% chance to crit. Paired with his entrance animation, he has 80% chance to crit on top of his 80% damage reduction. Now Tao is an offensive juggernaut because he gets an additional attack plus 200% when attacking with 12 or more key, and then for every rainbow key spear, he gets an additional attack plus 200%. Meaning if you're lucky, you get 5 rainbow key spears, he gets attack plus 1000% on top of his 200%, on top of his base 200%, and then on top of his 80% damage reduction, he gets a defense of plus 200% when receiving an attack. Overall, really good. And if you're fighting a boss that performs melee supers, he has a 70% chance of nullifying it and countering. And if you're lucky and the boss can be stunned, he gets an additional attack plus 500%, he guaranteed crits, and he gets another 500% attack if your HP is below 70%. Just an insane juggernaut when it comes to attacking, and pretty solid defense. The only thing that's really gonna kill Tao is the major boss supers. Think end of Festival Battle or Jiren's, those bosses can kill Tao. But other than that, normals, he's gonna be fine. Now in terms of super attacks, we have the Crane School Assassin Strike. Now for the effect, it massively raises the attack for one turn, causes immense damage to the enemy, and lowers attack and defense by 20%. So as you can see, they framed Tao as 100% attack. Everything is attack, attack, attack. And with all that being said, he's not a defensive slouch. Like, he's not a fish, right? Big boss supers would kill him, but to be fair, big boss supers kill most people. So Tao's up there. And then Tao comes with an active skill. He has the Serious Dodan Ray. This can be activated if there's a Dragon Ball Seeker or Kamehameha category enemy, or if all allies on the rotation are mission execution. The active skill causes ultimate damage to the enemy, stuns, and changes STR and int key spears to rainbow. The active skill will do a decent amount of damage. It's really like the rainbow orbs you're going after to boost Tao's super attack. Now, where Tao really suffers is his link skills. So Tao has Crane School, which is attack plus 20%, Supreme Warrior, which is Ki plus 2 and attack plus 10%, Coward, which is Ki plus 2 and crit chance plus 5%, The Incredible Adventure, which is ki +3 and attack and defense +7%. Dodan Ray, which is attack +15% when performing supers. Brutal Beatdown, which is attack +15%. And Fierce Battle, which is attack +20%. As you can see, a lot of niche link skills. Crane School, Coward, Dodan Ray, you're not going to see a lot of those, right? He doesn't have a Dragon Ball based link set. The only thing he really has is the Incredible Adventure, which is probably the only link that you'll try to get active on his team. You know, you can run him with Path Power Kid Goku and get that link up and have him support Tao. You can run him with his banner unit, which we'll get into in a little bit. But overall, you're not going to see a ton of these links active. Now, in terms of categories, since this is a Dragon Ball Saga unit, he's not going to be on a ton of categories. He is on Mission Execution, Earthbred Fighters, Dragon Ball Seekers, Earthlings, Dragon Ball Saga, Sibling Spawn, Target Goku, and Sworn Enemies. A total of 8 categories. Not a lot, but some pretty heavy hitters. You got Earthbred Fighters, obviously the new category Mission Execution, and Dragon Ball Saga, which has seen a little bit of buffs with the new Kid Goku. Obviously, you have this character. Bulma next year will get her EZA, and then we don't even know what the rest of the year looks like. Now, as far as Al's banner unit, we have Tech General Blue. General Blue leads Mission Execution or Dragon Ball Saga, Ki +3, HP attack and defense +130%. For General Blue's passive, we have attack and defense +200%. He supports Mission Execution category allies, Ki +2, and attack and defense +40%. And he randomly changes Ki Spears of a certain type to Rainbow. Just off that little bit alone, you can clearly see he's meant to support Tao. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, he gets attack and defense +150%. In slot 2 or 3, he gets an additional super, 70% chance to dodge, and an additional attack and defense +200%. When there is another Mission Execution or Dragon Ball Saga category ally on the rotation, he gets an additional 10% dodge, he seals the attacked enemy for 2 turns, and he further supports allies by giving them attack and defense +30% for 2 turns. Meaning someone like Tao will get an additional attack and defense of 70%. And then I think this is really funny, when it's a Peppy Gal's category enemy, Blue will guard, and he's guaranteed to crit. Overall, a really solid banner unit. You know, you got a lot of support everywhere, Rainbow Orb changing, 80% chance to dodge. You're not going to get the guard or the guaranteed crit a ton unless you're running him in the exciting heroine battles, but really good outside of that. Now for General Blue's super attack, we have Telekinesis, a strike-based super. This super attack raises attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and has a 50% chance to stun. Now let's take a look at General Blue's super attack animation. Pretty cute if I do say so myself. Anyways, like Tao, Blue's gonna suffer from niche link set. However, unlike Tao, Blue gets the Dragon Ball link set. So he's in a much better position than General Tao. So for Blue, we have Red Ribbon Army, which is attack and defense +10%. Telekinesis, which is all enemies defense -20%. Brutal Beatdown, which is attack +15%. The Incredible Adventure, which is Ki +3 and attack defense +7%. Guidance of the Dragonballs, which is attack +20% and crit chance +7%. Loyalty, which is Ki +2 and damage reduction +5%. And Fierce Battle, which is attack +20%. Still very niche, but you know, get the Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragonballs. It'll link okay with some of the other Dragon Ball Saga characters. Now in terms of categories, General Blue, just like Tao, Dragon Ball Saga character, not a ton of categories. He is on Mission Execution, Dragon Ball Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, Earthlings, and Earthbred Fighters. Now, the question on everyone's mind, should you summon? My answer, unfortunately, it's gotta be a no. While I think Tao is a pretty good unit and definitely worth summoning for on its own. The global Dokkan celebration is a month away. This celebration is what worldwide download used to be, so it's supposed to be a celebration on par with the anniversary. We got 4 new LRs coming out. They're all gonna dominate the game. We'll see what we get this year. Honestly, I think it's probably gonna be Daima or GT related. I think the Daima story event in Dokkan is leading up to the Goma fight, so we might see some Dragon Ball Daima assets start to get added to the game. You know, everyone's waiting for the adult Super Saiyan 4 from Daima to drop in Dokkan. It's already in Legends. We gotta save for that. There's no way we're wasting stones on Tao. With that being said, don't forget we have Dokkan Day on the 30th. There's free tickets there. The new Seriously Serious stage, it's gonna have tickets. They're meant for Tao. Use those. Right, if you want to summon, we have free options now. It's gonna be great. This banner also will feature the new summon point system that they went over on the producer's letter. At this point, we don't know how it's going to operate. We know we can use the summon points to get a certain amount of tickets, but other than that, we don't know how it's gonna work. With that being said, there usually is a part 2 yellow coin LR for this Dokkan Fest. This year, the consensus in the community is we don't know what's gonna happen. Because if they do a part 2 LR, it's gonna lead into 2 more LRs in the global Dokkan celebration. So some of the theories I've been hearing is like, oh, maybe it'll just be like a UR that leads into the global celebration. Maybe we could do like a Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini that transforms into Super Saiyan 4, something like that, just if it is Daima for the global celebration. Or a theory that I think would actually work really well, they can move up the gokalz banner to this time slot instead of where it usually is, where it's after the worldwide download celebration. Move it up here, get new gokalz, and then get new stages in the exciting heroine battle, making someone like General Blue useful, allowing him to be paired up with Tao, maybe getting some Dragon Ball Saga girls, like maybe, I know Chi-Chi got a banner unit, but she can get another unit, maybe another Bulma. That way it's not consecutive LRs and it can still somewhat fit the theme, especially if we do gokalz and the new units are like Dragon Ball Saga girls like a Launch or a Chi-Chi. Either way, I definitely think you should save your stones on this banner, you should save your stones on the other banner, and just wait for the global celebration. End of June, you know, there's a countdown for worldwide download, so there should be a countdown for the global celebration, and we'll get hints for it, and that should get you excited. Make sure you save the stones, right? Because if it is Daima, they're gonna be broken, and they're gonna look amazing. With all that being said, thanks for watching. What do you think of General Tao? Do you think he was worth having a teaser for? Do you think he deserves a Dokkan Fest? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Sayonara.